Hi, Coach Shawn here. If you've ever lost a child, but they're still alive, this is what your day probably looks like. You wake up and for a split second, you forget. You forget your child isn't speaking to you. You forget that everything has changed. You check your phone, nothing. No sign that you existed in their world anymore. So you get up, you try to act like a normal person, but there's this constant ache sitting in your chest that never really leaves. You go about your day, work, errands, conversations, but everything feels off. And in every normal moment where it's quiet, you miss them. You see something that reminds you of them, a song, a place, a memory, and your first instinct is to reach out. But you don't, because you already know you're going to be ignored or rejected, or it's just not going to probably lead where you want it to go. You replay everything in your head. What did I do? How did we get here? Meanwhile, everything is changing and growing and moving and going forward. People are laughing, showing up, and you're not included. You didn't exist. It's very hard to process. And by the middle of the afternoon, you're just so exhausted. Not from what you did, but from what you're carrying, the grief, the wondering whether or not, you're ever going to feel some kind of peace. And then the night comes, and this is when it gets the hardest because there are no distractions anymore, just you. And the reality of what's been taken. And you wonder, will they ever come back? You wonder if they'll ever see the truth. The wonder if today was the day they thought about you and they just didn't reach out. And somehow, you're so exhausted, you just have to go to sleep. And then you wake up and it all starts again tomorrow. And that is parental alienation.